trying to keep track of everybody
Right.
in the system, so say your name.
Yeah. David Kustoff, Kustoff, Tennessee's 8th Congressional District.
So we haven't heard this speech yet, but I think you guys have a good idea of kind of some of the general themes that he's going to talk about. Bipartisanship and trying to implement some of the divides here in Congress. Your take on that?
Well, I think one thing is we're going to see a recap and hear a recap of some of the positive things that have gone on in the last year since the last State of the Union, like the economy. You know, last week we saw a jobs report that came out, 300,000 new jobs, unemployment rate of 4%. That's all positive. And when I talk to people in West Tennessee, they say that the economy is better, that they have more money in their pocket to spend, and that's exactly what we want. But then as we look at the next year, 2019 going into 2020, we will hear about the need for border security. Obviously, been a lot of talk about border security over the last month, month and a half, 2 months, and the need for protection at our southern border, and the money that's needed to make sure that we do have the protection, to make sure that we keep out those. Not that we don't want lawful immigration, because we do. We don't want illegal immigration and illegals coming across our borders. So I think we'll hear the president talk about his plan. I was impressed that 2-3 weeks ago, the president offered something in return for the border wall funding, and that was protection for DACA students. You may hear some of that this evening. But also, we talk about bipartisan. One thing that Republicans and Democrats can agree on is the need for infrastructure. And I do think that we hear the president talk about that this evening.
There's been some discussion that the president may declare an emergency and circumvent Congress when it comes to extending a border wall. Would you support that?
Yeah, I don't know if that's what the president's going to talk about this evening. It's certainly something, an option that he's got in the event that Congress doesn't appropriate that money. If you dial it back just a little bit, we know that there's a conference committee right now of Republican and Democrat congressmen and senators that are trying to flesh out this issue. I think that there's hope and promise that they will come up with something, with some amount of funding for border security. We know that most Republicans, just about every Republican, supports that in the House of Representatives. We think that there could be 50 to 60 House Democrats that would support some border funding. But it really goes back to the question that you just asked, and that is whether the Speaker allows that to go to the House floor for a vote. I hope that she does. But if she doesn't, then I would like to see the president explore any and all options that he has for that border funding. Good. And you're here tonight. I mean, you're in this.